Josh here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. I'm glad to have you all here chilling with me, opening up some shards today in Raid. I'm just going to be real with you guys because I wanted to give the disclaimer. You know, sometimes I can tend to forget that a lot of people watching me, I see it in my YouTube analytics, right? They're watching me for the very first time, but I think me all by myself in a room talking to the screen right now, I tend to forget that there's new viewers tuning in. So I ought to give this disclaimer a little bit more often.
Is that what I think it is?
I don't think that a 10x event, especially nowadays with over 800 champions in the game, I frankly don't think it's the best time to be pulling shards. Unless you're very close to Mercy and you're dying to get your hands on a specific champion. That would be the only exception. That's not the case for me in today's video, but I'm going to be totally honest and real with you guys. I have to go to a family event, and I didn't have time to plan a better video than this. So there you have it. I'm opening up shards.
You are not allowed to laugh at my joke.
We actually do have a 10x on Bellatar Mage Slayer. I'm not going to review the whole kit, but it's a brand new Void Legendary Ogryn Tribe champion, at least as of last week. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't even know what he does yet. I forgot. I reviewed the kits and I forgot what they do.
And you don't deserve me.
I already have Mighty Uko and I already have Pythion, but I would love to pull a dupe and empower and or maybe build an extra copy of both. I'm a massive fan of both of these Force Affinity Revivers for different reasons. So I figured, you know what? If you're gonna do a lazy video, there's worse times probably to do it. Actually, there's not that many worse times to prove my point. We're gonna do $100 for charity, guys. I'm gonna open every shard I have except for the primals. I'm still holding out. I got 35 primals. I'm holding out. I've never opened, actually, I lie. I opened one primal shard the day it was released, and I got War Maiden. And after that, I'm still holding out for a 2x event. But I'm gonna be totally real with you guys, man. Oh,
I don't have the strength to stay away from you anymore.
I'm not going to. I'm gonna stay strong. I'm a man of my word. I should run a YouTube poll asking how many of you guys own one mythical, even Lady Mikage, you know, who I'm still waiting for Tatsu for, and I don't have all the epics. Maybe I will after today's opening to fuse everything. I just got to kind of put the time in to, you know how fusions are, right? All right, am I already out of room? Are you kidding me? No, okay, I only have 7 left. That's it. Let's move on to the voids. We're gonna do $100 per legendary. Hopefully, we get one in today's video. $100 per legendary to the Arc. The Arc, I was just mentioning this on my Watcher video. I'm going to combine the donations, by the way, so it's going to be more than whatever we actually pull here on the screenshot at the end. But essentially, they played a massive part in my family's story, in our lives, right? My brother, my world, my life, you know, especially at the time before I had my son. He was autistic. He was 28 years old when he passed away, and he was kind of like a brother and I don't want to say a son, but kind of like I was a caretaker type role. We kind of, our relationship kind of developed, and that's kind of where it was when he passed away, sadly. But the Arc came in and they made a big difference in our lives. They worked with my family to provide support. My family was living, my parents lived paycheck to paycheck, and we were, at times we kind of struggled to get by growing up. And they came in and they provided a lot of assistance. They basically connected. They're connectors. They lobby, and they also connected us to services that we didn't know were available to us as a family. So they made a big part or played a big part in my personal story. They work with not just individuals and families with autism, but people with intellectual and developmental disabilities of all kinds. So no legendaries thus far. Sorry for not commenting on all the cool rares that we've been opening, but we want the Legos, guys. I have 91 voids and 14 sacreds left, so stay tuned. All right, guys, we are back at it, and just to kind of wrap up on the previous conversation too, I wanted to give a shout out to anybody out there who goes out of their way to befriend somebody with intellectual or developmental disabilities. Growing up firsthand and seeing most people ostracize and pick on my brother, the rare individual out there who actually took the time to get to know him and befriend him and talk to him and see him as an individual, as a person, is that I cannot articulate the impact that made, not just on my brother Sean, but on my whole family. And seeing that is just so. Shout out to any of you guys who've done that in your life. And if you know somebody, maybe instead of turn the other way or whatever, maybe talk to them. A Kempton, White Nyadria, and Tuok the Wanderer. I love all of those epics.
I don't have the energy for you today.
Tuok, I don't feel like he gets enough love. AoE decreased speed, 3-turn cooldown. He's got stun for 2 turns, turn meter steal as well. I think he's a really cool champion. Akemtum and White Dryad Naya are incredible, both of them. Akemtum can outdamage a lot of legendaries in the game. Really cool. All right, next up. Come on, give me that new legendary. I want to see what he does. Dagger, Ifrit, Rock Beast, Bulwark, Kurzad, Basher. We get an Ash Walker, Rock Beast, Dilgal, and Ifrit. Nothing too exciting there. A couple Ifrits. And a Basher. I don't mind Basher. Okay, we have Orecaster, Bulwark, Drown, Bloat Wraith, Myoclus.
Please spare me indignity.
Mycolus. Sorry. How many times have I said Myoclus in the history of shard openings here on the channel? A lot. I just talked about Tree Shield, not last week's. By the way, last week's Void shard opening, I'm not going to spoil it in case you missed it, but you might want to probably click off this one and go check that one out based on how things are going so far. Cage-bound veteran Chevalier Painsmith. We get a battle stage. This is why you don't open during a non-2x event, right? I mean, look at all the legendaries raining down upon us. Okay, nothing there. How many do we have left? We got 41 voids left, and then we get the sacreds. So hopefully we can keep our fingers crossed that some still legendaries coming our way. Be right back. All right, here we go. All right, 40 voids left. Come on. Where's my mercy? I'm nowhere close to my mercy is where it is. Dagger, Fanatic, Inceptor, Dilgal, a bunch of blues. We get a Fellhound, we get a Huntress, we get a Cagebound, we get Frenzy the Cackler, Steadfast, Marshall, and Paragon. Frenzy is a pretty dang cool new Void epic. She got a little bit of HP burn, instant activation in her kit. Vanguard, Bellower, we have Harris Specs, Rare Reviver here. We get Justicar, Harris Specs again, Hollow, and Selenia Nightcloak. Some of you guys say she's really, I should invest in her. Others say stay far away. She's got a 75% AoE burn. I don't know, 3 times before attacking, increase accuracy, placing more HP burns. Wait a second, increasing the duration of burns, not placing the burn. She places on a 3-time at random. I'm not really blown away, but you guys have been pretty adamant in the comments that I take a look at her and build her out. So we'll see, maybe next CVC. But yeah, I don't love the AoE extension 75%, you know? I mean, she's a rare, but she's a void rare. Make her good. Battle Sage, Hollow, Ursula the Mourner, Cold Heart. That's the closest thing to a legendary that we pulled so far today, ladies and gentlemen. Cold Heart. All right, we got 10 left. 10 voids left. Oof, this is dirty. This feels dirty. It feels dirty. All right, even though the odds are actually, you know, 0.5% legendary as a reminder here. So it's not like we're getting unlucky. We're getting status quo, exactly what you should expect. All right, there we go, Akentim. All right, man, jeez. So nothing, it pushes me close to Mercy. Next, you should watch the next and the last Void Shard opening, not today's. Sacred Shard time, guys. I got 14 shards and I got 14 spots open in my champion collection. Go ahead and rain some Legos on me. Ugo, we love you, but you're not what we're looking for here. Ugo? Ugo? Okay, there we go. Here we go, here we go. We have a Grimskin. Okay, Grimskin's not that great. Who we have next here? Who we have next? Okay, there it is! Elder Skarg!
You got a problem.
You're not Mighty Uka or Pythion to be expected.
But look at this.
Hey, you know what? Elder Skarg isn't bad. He's kind of a cool champion, actually.
Nobody can resist me.
He's got an increased speed on himself on his A1, big version. He's got a triple hitter that could turn into a 6-time hitter. If you place all of the extra hits, he's got a burn and a true fear for 1 turn on all enemies. And then he steals all the buffs after the fact. This could be, I've heard, I have not double checked this, but I've heard that when he pulls off all 6 hits, it's the highest single target attack damage dealer in the game. On the A3, he's got this big long ability. He's placing a provoke on legendaries, increased defense on himself, fear on enemies, true fear on targets. He's doing a lot. He's doing a lot. He's receiving less damage from legendary champions as well. He's a pretty cool champion. I'm gonna empower him actually, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I think that he will be interesting to play on a team with the newly buffed Fortis. That's what I think. He hasn't been buffed yet, by the way. I'm just super excited about that one. I don't know why the delay. What's up with this? You're loading up all the legendaries, Plarium? Give me another one.
What do you want, exactly?
Galkut, interesting champion. Not too bad, right? He's a bomber. Is he the bomber and the cleanser, or am I thinking of somebody else? We have Urtakata. Urtakata's kind of cool. She's she's the best poison champion in the game without poison in her kit. Nah, she has poison in her passive. Whenever this champion or an ally lands a critical hit on an enemy under a hex, she's got a 25% chance of placing the big version of poison. She's bringing poison sensitivity on a triple hitter. She's bringing a 4-time at random with the hex too on the A3. I heard she can do some pretty fun things. I have her built, but I haven't used her since like the week she was released in the game. All right, who else? We get Miscreated Monster just in time for Halloween, Frank. Miscreated still got it, man. He's got the AoE stun. He's got the ally protect. He's got the stun and the decreased defense on the A1. He's got a cool little passive synergizing with his ally protect. He's tough to kill. He's tanky. I like him. I like him. All right. We have Bushy. Don't like Bushy.
Why? What did I do to you?
It's in the name. I don't know why. Another epic, okay. We get Hexia. Hexia has, well, whatever. We're not going to talk about Hexia here. Come on. Got 5 sacreds to pull. Let's move it along here. All right. 5 left. Come on. One more Lego. Just give me one of the 10Xs. One of them. Just to prove it's possible, right? To prove it's possible to pull a 10X in a 10X event in this game. Is it possible? Tagore. There's a legendary. I love Tagore. The Magic Stick. Increased defense on an ally with lowest HP. An AoE increased speed and a good heal based on his HP. Revive everybody in a shield on a 5-turn cooldown. Can put the shield even if there's no revival. And then decreased damage received by all allies, 50% HP or less. I love him. I love him. I love him. He's one of my favorite. He's my personal favorite epic reviver in the game. I'm not saying he's better than Ursula, his revive that is, but I like him a lot. He can deal damage too, that AoE on the A2. He's got the increased defense on that, the squishiest ally. It's great. Come on, man. This is the worst. You know what, guys? Learn from my mistake. I'm going to repeat it at what I said at the beginning, at the end of this video. One legendary, one stinking Lego for 14 sacreds and 150 voids. This is why you do as I say and you don't do as I do. Much love. Hey, it's you know, I'm not touching the primals. No way. Guys, that's it.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
You know what? Crazier things have happened.
Hello there. Hello there.
Get off of here. Get out of here. Planner's like, he's buying more. Give him more pop-ups. Give him more pop-ups. All right, guys, it's our last breath. Kind of like Black Knight's passive. Here it goes. We got 20 shards left here. Come on. Come on. I don't want Ulfrig. I don't want the rare-looking epic. This guy. I mean, golly. Someone called in sick in the champion, Whoever actually designed this dude, if he watches my videos or she watches my videos, they must hate me because I make fun of his aesthetic every single time I see him. You know, like all the artists called in sick one day and they're like, we're going to have to ask Frank to do it. Frank looks like a game designer. He's like, okay, well, I built this amazing common champion skin. Let's use this for this epic support. All right. Sorry, Ulfrig. I'm sorry to the artist behind Ulfrig. It's like every champion looks so amazing in this entire game, and then there's Ulfrig. All right, Muckstalker Slayer and everybody else, Vagabond. All right, guys, that's the video. $100 better than nothing. At the end of the day, we get one legendary out of all of those shards. Much love, guys. Thanks for watching all the way till the end of this video. They can't all be bangers. They can't all be bangers. Perfect time to check out the last shard opening video in case you missed it. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.